This is Event Map by Razak. It's 120.96 megabytes to download. I'll just read a little bit of the description there because all the actual separate races and things to do I will talk about as we get into the map, so it kind of makes a little bit more sense. But feel free to pause this bit if you want. I will scroll down so you can read it if you want, but I will cover what it says as we get to each sort of event. But it says this map is a pure fun map and not intended to harvest normally, etc. But if you want to do this, you can create fields on it and play normally. On this map there are different challenges for 4 teams with 3 players each. The following disciplines are a requirement of the community event and can be changed as desired. So just briefly, it says the 6 disciplines, so they are the events. You've got sprint race, sprint lawn mowing, obstacle course, trailer reverse course, proper ploughing, and a rotary stall reverse challenge. And it says at the bottom there is also a large horse racing track with an eventing track and 2 tractor football pitches. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where you start off in all 3 modes, and it does not matter what mode you come in here on. It is exactly the same across all 3 modes. The slot count, everything is exactly the same. There is people walking around. I don't know if you just saw that, and there is traffic as well, which is a bit random. As you can see in the distance, some things are set up ready for us to go, tractors and pieces of equipment. This is the map, and if I zoom out, I have come on here in new farmer mode, but like I say, it does not matter what mode you come into, it is exactly the same. Obviously your money will be different, and that is it. We don't start off with anything. We don't own any land. We do own some equipment, which I'll go through in a second, but in terms of land we don't own anything. You can buy these plots as well. Anything that's a lighter shade of green, so all this up through here and round, you cannot buy. You can't buy the football pitches, the soccer pitches, like so. But we do have a little bit of forestry. It's a little bit slow, I've noticed, when you click on the plots of land for it to actually register. So I've clicked, there you go. So yeah, plots of forestry, varying in prices, 305 grand. There's another plot up here, or chunks should I say. Then we've got chunks of sort of more open land where you can create your fields, 972 grand for that. What is that one? 430. You can buy this area, which is the horse race course, if you want to call it that, for 1.1 million, just over. These little plots as well, interestingly, they come with this little strip here, so the next one will be the next one down over here, so on and so forth. They are around about 93-94 grand each, like so. There is one field on here, and that is this one, and that is 401,000 to buy as well if you want. So that is what you can buy up if you need to or want to. There is a castle up on the hill there, and like I say, yeah, there's various bits of equipment scattered around which we'll check out in a second. Different events. Terms of slot counts, exactly the same, like I say, across all 3 modes. It is 1,125. So we start off with 4 small tractors. We've got a Case Maxim CVX 145, a Voucher G115, Steyr 8150, and the Boer 6105. Medium tractors, we've got 5 Voucher 8750s, and that is because it is all part of your setup, and that is just one setup, as in one team kind of thing. Telehandlers, we've got the Manitou, we've got a Lizard pickup, I'll come back to that in a second. 2 trailers, the Rudolph TDK 301 RP and the Valga DK 115. Again, they're all set up on the back of tractors. So is this Agramash plough. We've got a front and side mower. Again, it's all set up. The windrower. We've got a bale wrapper, that is, because you will need that for one of your events. and then we've got 4 levelers again hooked up. We'll see all this in a minute, it will make more sense. And we've got the Magsy bell fork for telehandler, and we've got 1 Agco 650 weight. Now you can sell all those off if you want, but it won't reduce the slot count down, because all of those tractors and pieces of equipment I've showed you, they are all on the other sort of team, if that makes sense. So if we go, for instance, up on the soccer pitch, that is 3 aside. So we own 3 of the tractors, so that's 3 of those vouchers as it is. But then you've also got 1 team there, another team there, and another team there. So that's another 9 vouchers sat there. So your slot count won't come down a lot, because if we go in here and I go on to one of these vouchers, if you look down at the bottom there, it's only going to give us 1 slot back per tractor, and that's the same across all of them, because there's 1 each of these, or more than 1, dotted around the map. So it's only going to give you 1 slot back for everything you've got there. But you can get it down to 1101, so not a lot. But if you sell it off like that, you're just going to be kind of ruining the idea of this map. So it's going to be a little bit of a weird map tour. It's not going to be what I'm usually doing or what you're used to seeing from me, but I think it's the best way to sort of show you, because there's not really anything to drive to see. So we're going to be jumping into tractors and pickups and going into landscaping mode, so you can see what the crack is. There is a couple of modded in things. If we go down to here, it'll be easier. We've got a lizard pickup, and that has been modded because that is 500 horsepower and it'll do 149 miles per hour. If we go on to the base game one, which is there, that's only 300 horsepower and 74 miles per hour top speed. Now I struggle to keep that in a straight line when I am getting up to around 60-70 miles per hour. So God knows what's going to happen at 149 miles per hour, but there you go. So that's one item there. The only other thing I found was in decoration and fences, right at the very end. You've got this white fence and gate, which I think is around the horse area, around the race course. So I think that's pretty much it. Painting, as you can imagine, that isn't going to be anything major. It's all basic: animal mud, asphalt, dirt, forest ground, grass and gravel. That is it. There is no contracts, as you can imagine, no collectibles, no production chains. There is the horses that are in a barn and a pasture, again we'll see in a minute, and that's pretty much it. But on the map there is a few places of sort of interest and sale points. We do have a sawmill up here, so if you buy any of these forestry areas, we can sell your wood somewhere. Got another sale point there, the milling group. Got the vehicle shop there, so if you do buy anything or reset, lease anything, it's going to appear there. We've got another sale point, the grocer Mart and the pizzeria sale point. Also have an animal dealer on here, like so. So there's the horse barn and pasture over there. We've got the soccer pitches just up here, and all the other things are sort of the events which we'll go through. And then this is the horse area. You got your race course and a bit of sort of equestrianism in the middle for jumping around, things like that. So I'm going to do the events in order. I'm not going to race them or do them myself, because that's no fun doing it on your own. So this is just basically a map to come on to and have a bit of fun with your friends. So you need to be on multiplayer really. But we are going to jump over to one of these pickups. And the only other thing as well is, because we're on our own and we only own one of these pickups, it won't let you click on all of these. It will only let you in a certain one. So there we go. If I enter vehicle, we are in R1. As you can see, there's people roaming around the stadium. So this is set up, basically this is a racetrack. So your 149 miles per hour pickup, you're going to be racing around here. I'm not going to go all the way around the track because that will take forever, but as you can see, it is all over in the background there. You spin round, race through there. And then those fuel points, that is basically your pit stop. So once you come back round up this top corner, just here, you'd pull in and do your pit stop, because what it says on the description, it says you have to complete a total of 6 laps with your team. Change of driver and refueling are mandatory every 2 laps so that everyone gets it once. So there you go, that's the rules for that. So just inside you can see the hazard area, there's a fuel station there, there's another one there as well. And there is these boards just through the middle there, that has got all the sort of rules and the things that I'm going to read out now. So if you get confused, you can read one of those, they're scattered around this map. But that is that event. So you just basically race all the way around this track. It is quite big by the look of it. I don't think you're going to get up to 149 miles per hour. Maybe on this straight here, that's about the only decent straight you've got. But there you go. That is the sprint race, which is the first one. Now we're going to move on to number 2. So again, I can only jump into this tractor, but we'll go back up in landscaping mode. So we've got 4 of these set up. Look, there's 2, 3, 4 down the end. So it's a race against time again. This is sprint lawn mowing. It says in this game you have to produce silage bales with your team. Mowing, I'm not sure what that's supposed to say. Swathianding? Windrowing, I think, basically, and pressing. You have a time limit of 5 minutes. The winner is the team with the most pressed silage bales. If there is a tie, the remaining litres in the press counts. So basically your press is your baler. So obviously you'd be in this tractor first, and you need to mow this square grass field. Then you need to windrow it, and then you need to make silage bales, and you need to do that as quick as you can in 5 minutes. It sounds quite fun, but it's a bit random, isn't it? Next up is the obstacle course. Where was that? That was this one, wasn't it? Again, so it won't let me in all of these. These are the telehandlers. So I'll jump in this guy. This one says you should get as many bales as possible through the course to the finish. So this has got the bale spike on it. I will go up into landscaping mode. So there's one of those boards there. Look, I think it's in German and English to read the rules of each event. It's not let me show you, it's easier actually. It's not next to each event and then just tells you about that sole event. It's got everything written on there, so it's got all 6. It's also got a point system as well, like so. But basically you jump in your telehandler, you need to pick these bales up. Now I'm guessing you need to do one at a time, and then you'd come up this way, and we've got sort of bumps there, we've got concrete things to weave in and out of. You'd come all the way round this way and up across here. Now what confused me a bit is I thought, oh, where do you carry on? But this is part of this team's route round, so I'm guessing you need to sort of, maybe, I don't know, dump the bale over this sign and then whiz back round to the start, or do you dump it there and come all the way back out here? I don't know. You'd probably have to sort that sort of rule out with your buddies, what way you want to do it. But there's that one. I just feel like this is a complete car crash from myself, but I just think it's probably the easiest way to do it. Next up on the list is the trailer reverse course. Now I quite like the sound of this one. Again, it will only let me jump into this one. So basically we're in the style and we're hooked up to this Rudolph trailer, and you need to reverse your trailer all the way down round through here. That is quite a challenge, especially this bit, and then down to the end. So that's quite cool. I like that one, the reversing of the trailers. It does say drive your trailer backwards through the concrete labyrinth. The team that makes it the furthest has won. So whether you could set yourself a time limit with your friends, or just whoever gets to the end wins. Obviously you need to set up these rules properly yourself. It just gives you the basics of it. And then next we've got proper ploughing, so that is these guys over here. So again, it won't let me go into all of them, we're just into this one. So we've got the case there with the weight on the front and the plough. Oh, I've just noticed something actually, guys. It seems like we have the rules listed that side. Ah, there we go, that's good. So it does have the individual ones, they're on the other side of the board. That's pretty cool. So there you go, it says precision counts here, ploughs, neat ploughing lines within 5 minutes, only accurate and flush tracks count. Whatever that means. There's also an extra bit on the mod hub description. It says, however, if they are not accurate and flush enough, they are not counted. So again, you can adjust these rules out of suit. Basically, you've got to plough up and down there, like so, within 5 minutes. So whoever does the neatest job and the most wins of that race event. And then this one, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. The next one is a Rotary stall reverse challenge. And I was like, what is that all about? If we come down to our little viewer here. This is a swivel axle trailer, which I absolutely hate reversing these guys. So you need to, and it has got 5,000 litres of seed in the back. You need to reverse this. These lines are all numbered 10, 20, 30. You need to reverse that all the way back here, which is going to be an absolute nightmare. It says drive your rotary stall as far as possible, gerade backwards. You have 2 minutes to do it. I don't even think I'll get past number 10 in 2 minutes myself. But so again, we've got another rule board there, and there you go. So that explains it a little bit better actually than the description I've just read out in the mod hub. Drive your rotary stall as far as possible, straight backwards. You have 2 minutes. Straight to the point. She's up for a challenge. Look, she's going for it. That is all of those events that they mention. If we go on up to the horse barn area, we'll go up to landscaping mode. So we have the barn there, like I say, and then with pasture just there. So you can grab your horses out and you can come up through here. You do have I'm not sure if this is 3 separate race tracks, but you've got this bit here, you've got the bit inside of the middle, and then you've got like a dirt racetrack, and then in the middle of that you've got the sort of equestrian bit where you can do all your jumping and sort of things like that. You've also got one of these rings, training rings. Obviously that's not really going to work in the game, but I've seen them doing that in real life. So that's the horse bit, and then up here again we can only go into certain tractors. We have got our soccer pitch, football pitch, and that's where all your levelers are. Look, there's 2 on the goalie, and then we've got 2 sort of outfield tractors, if you want to call it. The ball is in the middle. Basically get the ball in the back of the net. I'm pretty sure on 19 there was something like this, wasn't there? Or I don't know if it's the same or very similar, and I'm pretty sure that one had a scoreboard, but I could be wrong. But basically that is it. And I think what we'll do while we're here, we'll just quickly show you some of the sale points, and we'll just jump to them. So we've got a sawmill, usual kind of affair with that. Your ins and your outs and your wood chip, etc. Then we've got another sale point down there. This one I think has got for grains there, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, just there I think it's going to be for pallets if you get anything like that. It's got another tipping icon just there. Your shop is down here. Do have a vehicle workshop as well, look, if you want to customize anything like that. So there's your shop just there behind us. And then just across the way we've got another sale point. That was the, what was that, Grocer Weimar, like so. This is quite funny. We've got a load of portable toilets, look, all out ready for everyone on their event. And then pizzeria sale point just there. So there's plenty of people walking around. Look, they're all interested in the event. Animal dealer, that's from Oak Belleron, I think, the layout. So you just get your animals from there. Very random. That is part of the track. I think that's it, guys. That's about all there is to see, really. So yeah, I just thought it would be a bit weird if I start doing all the things myself, and you don't want to see that anyway. And I don't want to put myself through that torture either, especially the swivel axle trailers. But that is it. That's pretty much all there is to see. So I hope you have some fun on here with your buddies. Pretty good one for multiplayer. I know a couple of friends of the channel have set up a course on Western Wilds with the monster trucks, which looks absolutely awesome. So things like that are going to be right up your street, then this will be. So pretty cool. But that is it. That is Event Map by Razak. Hope you have all enjoyed the look around. It's not really a tour, is it? But if you have, please hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, then please consider doing so. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.